Today I'm going to show you how I make hamburger patties out of venison and what I mix with that. First of all, the tools I need, I'm going to need a grinder. So I have the coarse grind, the fine grind, and we'll go through both of those. I have a vacuum seal food saver, so I can vacuum seal everything up, get it in the freezer. I have paper here. It is parchment paper that I separate each patty with that I make. Then I take my venison. Here, instead of buying beef suet, I have bought beef scraps. These are better than beef suet and will mix easier. It's at 1 to 5. So for every 5 pounds of venison, I'll put 1 pound of some scraps in it. These scraps, you can go down to your local butcher store and you can get these for less than $2 a pound. A lot cheaper than beef suet, a lot easier to work with. So I'll grind that first in the venison. Then I will take my venison burger that I have made, and I will mix that with 73% lean Hamburg, because this has more fat in it. Now that makes a great Hamburg patty. But the next thing I would do is for every 10 pounds of Hamburg that I have mixed up here, I will put in a pound of smoked bacon and mix that in, and it makes a great Hamburg patty. The rest of the venison I will use and grind up. If I do not mix it, I will use that for chilies, sloppy joes, like that. Now here we're grinding our first 10 pounds of venison. Very little fat in this. Trim as much as you can. And we're grinding that up as coarse. And you can see with one of these industrial grinders, it's very quick. Here we have our 20 pounds of venison. We want to get that in the refrigerator so it doesn't get any bacteria or anything while we grind the rest of our meats. This is our beef trimmings in a coarse grind now. Total grind time so far, I would say about 12 minutes is all. I've got my venison ground up coarse now. I got 20 pounds of that. I got my beef trimmings ground up. This is coarse ground only. I've got 6 pounds of that. Now I'm going to grind up 2 pounds of bacon in coarse grind. And then for the 20 pounds of venison, I will put in 4 pounds of the beef trimming, 2 pounds of bacon, and then I will mix that 50-50 with a 73% lean beef Hamburg. This is the 2 pounds of bacon I use. It's just naturally hickory smoked bacon. Now we have our bacon here, our 2 pounds of bacon ready to go, our 20 pounds of venison, and our 4 pounds of beef trimmings. Again, if you're doing this and it's taking you time, get it in the refrigerator, the meat that you're not using at the time, so you don't get the bacteria. Here we've got our beef trimmings and our bacon mixed up together in a coarse grind. Looks great, really smells good. Now we're going to add that and mix that with our venison, 20 pounds of venison there that's ground up. And once we got that coarse ground, we will mix that with the beef Hamburg. This is what our venison burger mixed up with our beef trimmings and our bacon looks like. We'll finish up grinding up the rest of this, and then we will add it to our 73% lean burger, and we'll be ready to pack it away into Hamburg patties or 1 or 2 pound blocks of Hamburg. Now here's our coarse Hamburg going into our fine grind, and this is what it looks like when it's completed. So now this Hamburg is ready to be vacuum sealed and put away in the freezer. Now we're starting to make our Hamburg patties. This has venison, regular beef. Got a little Hamburg maker here that will produce a Hamburg just less than 1/3 of a pound. And go ahead and press those out, and then take your parchment paper and put it on top. Put the next Hamburg on top. Put it in your sealed bag. And you're ready to go. Now we've completed making our Hamburg, mixing it, putting it in vacuum sealed bags. We got our Hamburg patties. Make sure you mark everything and date it. This here is venison Hamburg with bacon, 2 pounds. We've got our 1 pound bags, and we've got our Hamburg patties. Of course, I put a lot more in the freezer. We'll have plenty of Hamburg throughout the year.